the Duke Blue Devils and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Powell and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the ACC is up for grabs right now. This Duke-Miami matchup might not have seemed like a big deal a few years ago, but now Duke is actually the ACC champs, and their quarterback transferred to Miami. Lawsuits were threatened. All kinds of things went into this. You better believe the emotions will be running high when Duke faces Miami. Cannot wait. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Blue Devils offense will have the football first. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. And he'll be matched up on the other side with another guy who's one of the most productive running backs in the game. Play action on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tells to run, wants to pass. He's going to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him wide open. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Duke. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're at a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Makes the grab and room to run. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Throwing, Mensah. Right side, it's Vaughn. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's Mensah to throw. Left side is Vaughn. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Canes line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. A rather unproductive instinctive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Caught on the RPO. Oh, what a caught! Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Blue Devils peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Makes the catch. It's Nicholas. Makes the grab. Down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Shepard. There he goes. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Return. Level. Go. Mensah. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Out wide left, it's Jacobs. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload road. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Canes! Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really... Make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Hits inside, it's Shepard. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. There's some room. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big play ability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They'll go to the air. They're all over it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. They'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Changing the routes with his receivers. Throwing, Mensah. Rush is on. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Pass to 6. Still running at the 40. torched that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it, fired complete. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Shepard. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to field this one. Smashes through the tackle. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Miami! Stealing a score on special teams. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the returner is stopped. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for space, it's Shepard. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Fires left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the grab at the 10. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Here's Mensah to throw. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Jacobs. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Return. Go. Mensah. Under pressure. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here's the return. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan State Spartans. And it's Washington in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create. Field as he stopped at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires Firing to the right, complete. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. GM10 from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Canes will punt this one away.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They punted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. GM10 from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Shepard. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Holly, what do you have?
Guys, here on the Hurricanes sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Mensa to throw. Finds his target. And he's still running after the move. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Booster, booster! Ready? Return, ready, go!
Darian Mensa from the gun on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shepard. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Nicholas. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Out wide left, it's Nicholas. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Needs it here on fourth down. Look out! Defense grabs the football, and there he goes! They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Quarterback changing the play. Mensah. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Snaps on fourth down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. This offense has it with really good field position. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Gets the back moving. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second and long here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They want to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's changing the play.
Go, go!
Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Throws it off the RPO. They've got him corralled. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's going to throw deep right side. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Duke. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point was good. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.